Bananas are the leading internationally traded fresh fruit in terms of volume and dollar sales, and the best-selling fresh fruit in the United States. Believe it or not, 96% of American households purchase bananas at least once a month, and the average American consumes about 28 pounds of bananas each year. Bananas and other fresh fruit are imported into the United States through many ports from Costa Rica, Guatemala, Ecuador, Colombia, Brazil, and the Philippines. There are many steps at the source country that happen before the bananas are delivered to the ship for the voyage to the United States. This video will focus on one port on the West Coast and explain the logistics process in order to bring the vessel to the port and prepare the cargo for delivery to market. The Port of Hueneme is a small port north of Los Angeles that imports nearly 30 million boxes of bananas each year. That's enough bananas to go around the world 12.5 times. This video will show you a step-by-step process of bringing the banana vessel in, offloading the cargo, and transporting the product out through the gate to the facilities to prepare for the market. For every $1 million of imported product, 32 jobs are created. We will show you many of those workers that participate in this process.
Hi, my name is Tony Ryan and I'm a wharfinger at the Port of Hueneme. Most of our responsibilities include first contact with the vessel as it's out to sea, and then we assist the pilots bringing them into the port, berthing them in different locations that they're required to do. Also, we're responsible for Homeland Security and Port Security. We make sure that the cargo operations are running smoothly and efficiently.
Motor vessel horn cap, Port Hueneme, channel 14.
Yes, horn cap applying. Go ahead, please.
Motor vessel horn cap, Port Hueneme. What is your ETA to Port Hueneme?
Good afternoon, sir. ETA to pilot station 1530. 1530. Over.
Roger, copy. 1530. Pilot boarding. Pilot will board you on arrival. Please have your pilot ladder starboard side, 1.5 meters above the water.
Roger, to prepare pilot ladder starboard side, 1.5 meters above the water. Go ahead.
Yes, Captain. Can I have your last port, please?
Last call. Last port of call. Caldera, Costa Rica. Over.
Roger, Captain. Good copy. Please monitor channel 14 from here out. Thank you.
141, sir.
So now the agent has to call the stevedore so the stevedore can order lines, so that things come together just at the right time. And we're a part of making that happen. We're kind of the grease in the wheel.
There are many parts that need to work together in order to have an efficient and effective delivery of the vessel. That includes wharfingers, tugboats, pilots, and the ship's crew.
Hi, I'm Captain Mike. I work for Brusco Tug and Barge. We take the pilots out to the ship, assist the ship from sea to dock, and when they leave, we assist them to sea again.
My name is Captain Eric Ireland. I'm the pilot under contract here for the Port of Hueneme, and our job is to work in coordination with the port and the tugs to get the ships in safely.
It takes approximately 45 minutes from the time the tugboats leave the port to tie up of the vessel. When the ship is approximately 3 miles out, the 2 tugboats leave the port and travel out to meet it. On approach, at about 2 miles, the pilot contacts the vessel and provides boarding speed information, ladder instructions, and tug line instruction.
Motor vessel horn cap, Port Hueneme pilot 14.
Yeah, Hueneme pilot is horn cap replying. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon. We're about 2 miles on your starboard bow, and now we'll be alongside in approximately 5 to 10 minutes. starboard side ladder, and crew members standing by aft to take the tug's line right away, please.
Okay, roger that. I'm ordering my code to starboard assist and I will keep 350 and I'm watching you. Yeah, pilot ladder is ready.
Yeah, boarding speed 6 knots, please.
The tugboat approaches alongside the vessel, and once the water dies down, the pilot climbs aboard the vessel via a rope ladder referred to as a Jacob's ladder. The transfer of the pilot from the tug to the vessel is a dangerous one. All hands must be on alert to ensure the pilot's safety. It takes approximately 3 to 4 minutes for the pilot to climb to the bridge, and once there, he takes navigational control of the vessel. The ship's captain works in conjunction with the pilot and the tugs and directs his crew to bring the vessel into port safely and efficiently. Once the pilot is on the bridge, the United States flag is raised. At this point, the tugs move alongside the ship and begin the process of tying up to the vessel. The deckhands prepare for the ship to drop the tagline. The ship's crew drops the tagline to the tug at the stern, and the tug sends the line up to the ship through the staple and then to secure it on the vessel. The tug line has a working strength of 330 tons, which means that it must be strong enough to pull that amount. For safety reasons, the tug company uses its own line. Meanwhile, the bow tug is monitoring the current and wind speed and providing that information to the pilot, because immediately outside the harbor, there are offsetting currents that pose a challenge for safe entry. When the vessel is between the sea buoy and the entrance of the harbor, the tug at the bow sends a line up to the vessel. Once secured, the tugs can assist in holding it in the proper position as the pilot maneuvers the vessel toward the port. The stern tug pulls on the rope in order to slow the vessel down to less than 4 knots. When this occurs, there is a vibration in the tug as the powerful engines are used to slow this large vessel. In the Port of Hueneme, the entrance is a narrow one and requires great skill and attention when bringing a vessel in. The pilots work closely with the tugs to line it up properly in order to make the turn to the wharf. The vessel uses its engines to move forward and back while the tugs are pushing and pulling the vessel in a sideways motion toward the berth. The wharfinger stands ready to assist the pilot as it enters the harbor. According to the pilot's orders, the tugs assist the ship into the berth and stand ready to assist as conditions dictate. When the vessel reaches the wharf, the ship drops their lines and the longshoremen tie the vessel to the wharf.
Hi, my name is Anna and I'm a longshoreman and I've been working here for 16 years, and my job this afternoon was to tie up this vessel.
Once the pilot has determined that the vessel is safely tied up, he releases the tugs from duty. The tugboats retrieve their lines from the vessel and return to their berths. They complete all necessary paperwork, prepare the vessel for the next job, and secure their vessels to the wharf. Once the vessel is completely tied to the wharf and the crew has completed its safety checks, the crew releases the gangway and prepares for boarding of the United States Customs and Border Protection, local enforcement agencies such as the Police Department, United States Department of Agriculture, and the United States Coast Guard.
My name's Chuck Calkins. I'm the port manager for Del Monte Fresh Produce in Port Hueneme, California. We operate an on-dock cold storage facility here that facilitates cargo flow from South and Central America through the western United States. We'll be working the motor vessel horn cap here today, discharging cargo through the on-dock cold storage and into refrigerated trucks to get it to the market as quick as we can.
Hi, I'm Heidi Moggle and I work for Del Monte Fresh Produce in Port Hueneme, California. I've been employed with the company for 8 years and my current position is Operations Manager. One of my main functions here for Del Monte is to plan the discharging operation of these vessels which come into the port weekly. And we have 96 containers on board and over 4,000 pallets of underdeck fresh produce. This underdeck produce includes both bananas and pineapples, and there's a lot of coordination and planning that goes into the discharge. We have to calculate how many personnel we're going to need to discharge the produce and how many hours are going to be needed to accomplish the task so that the vessel can depart on time and on schedule in order to make it back to the tropics and return to Port Hueneme on time. Once the cargo is discharged, it's discharged into our cold storage warehouse where within a week it is delivered fresh to our distribution centers, our fresh cut facilities.
My name is Dmitry. I'm from Latvia and I'm a captain of this ship. Overall responsibilities here on the ship, it's including navigation, cargo handling, manning, let's say. Overall responsibility, it says everything.
Hi, my name is Lisa Garcia. I'm a Class A longshoreman from Local 46. My job today is to drive a UTR underneath the hook, grab a container, take it out to the yard, and repeat the process until the cans are off the ship.
My name is Fernando Basua. I'm the foreman, steady foreman for Del Monte here on the ship. I'm responsible for the unloading and cargo below deck. I'm in charge of all these men right here. My main concern is their safety. Make sure they get home safe and to their families. It's a very dangerous job. We're handling containers that weigh about 23 to 25 tons. So everybody's got to be alert and on the job.
As the containers are lifted off of the vessel, once near the ground, the engineer will secure the plug so it is ready for the placement on the trailer. These containers were plugged in on the vessel during the 3-week trip in order to maintain the cargo at a refrigerated temperature.
My name is Steve Vergara. I'm a superintendent for Ports America. Ports America is a stevedore company that employs the longshoremen. We are responsible for safety. We are responsible for the job. So superintendents, they come out, they line up the bosses, the ship boss and dock boss. We let them know what we want for production and for safety operation.
Hi, my name is Andrew Hernandez. I am a Teamster forklift operator here at the Port of Hueneme Del Monte facility. I'm employed by San Pedro Forklift, and I've been with them going on 19 years in April. I really enjoy what I do. Being a forklift operator, my father was a forklift operator.
My name's Jim Brooks. I'm a Marine clerk with Local 46 right here in Port Hueneme. My job here is to check in the truck drivers that come for pallets of bananas that are underneath in the hatches of the vessel.
My name is Andy. I work for Del Monte. I do fruit inspection here at the Port of Hueneme. And right now I'm inspecting bananas We also inspect pineapples, melons. They come from Ecuador. We also have bananas that come from Guatemala. We have fruit from Costa Rica.
Hi, my name is Walter Carey. I drive for H&R Transport. We're usually down here every week loading bananas, produce, fruit and that. We run that usually all the way back up to Alberta and all across Canada. We usually keep pretty busy, and it's been 17 years with the company we've been coming here. And it's been joyful, and I'm about the only fellow you'll ever see wear a tie out here. Yeah.
As part of Homeland Security measures, each truck passes through the security checkpoints. 100% of all vehicles and cargo that leave the port complex pass through this screening process. If there is any detection of radiation, the gate arm will drop and prevent the vehicle from leaving until they have been physically screened and then interviewed by a Customs and Border Protection agent. These screening checkpoints only detect radiation and are not harmful to people in any way. This system ensures that the community is safe from any radiation exposure. As you can see, bringing a vessel into a port, unloading the cargo, and sending it off to market is a complex process and involves many companies and individuals. We hope this video has provided you with new insight as to the extensive process it takes to bring the bananas from the growers to your table. Our thanks to Del Monte Fresh Produce, the Port of Hueneme, and Brusco Tug and Barge for their assistance in the filming of this video.